If you want to make passive income, if you want to increase your sales, your revenue, and literally wake up to money deposited right inside of your bank account, well, in this video, I'm gonna break down what exactly is all in a sales funnel and how to build one. I'm gonna draw it right out for you guys. Now, you can have funnels anywhere. You can have it on your social media, you can have it on your websites, inside your email marketing, or even if you don't have any of that, you can do and set up essentially the same process of a funnel right inside of your DMs with the conversations you're having with your new connections. The purpose of a funnel is to automate the sales of your business so that you are literally waking up to money deposited or sales happening all on its own. Because one thing when it comes to entrepreneurship is that we are in charge. We're the one that is guiding the ship. We are building our business. And that also means though, if we say go on a vacation or we just, we can't really take a step out of our business because we're the ones driving this bus. So we want a way that we can go on vacation, we can take a step away, but still make revenue, still have the sales process going so that we have that leverageability, but still making sure we have profitability in our business. In fact, right here on this channel, I break down different strategies, different methods, different systems for coaches, consultants, and solopreneurs so that they can automate their business and still have that profitability so that you're generating more leads and more revenue. So I would consider subscribing if you are ready to actually automate your business and still have an increase in sales. Now, in fact, my zone of genius, and one thing that I actually work one-on-one with my clients is funnels. I love setting up funnels. I love teaching funnels and all the different types of funnels you can put in and really spend the time with you and kind of getting an intimate position in your business, the backside, the back end of your business, and see how we can implement different systems, different funnels into your business so you can truly get that leverageability and profitability inside of your business. I have built funnels in all of my businesses. When I started in network marketing, I was building funnels using email marketing, all those types of things to build that business. From my video marketing agency, we still use funnels and we have different funnels set up over there. And also inside of my coaching business, as I just mentioned, we have funnels everywhere. And because I purely just do love it, so this was one of my most requested videos that I've had to date on how to actually build a sales funnel. So in fact, I posted a poll on my Instagram inside of my stories, and this one trumped the other one. But if you were the one who voted and wanted to know how to actually make money on Instagram, well, you can go ahead and watch the video right over on the top of the screen here and go watch that video. But inside of this one, I'm going to break down again how to build a sales funnel. I'm going to draw it out for you, the different steps, the different processes, but make sure you stay to the end because I'm going to show you how you can now basically automate the process so you just turn it on and it works for itself. And I'm also going to give you some real life examples on different funnels based on the different types of business and how you can implement that into your own business so you have a better concept and idea of how this whole funnel thing works. Now, but I want to know, and if you want to actually just leave a comment below this video, I want to know if you are currently using funnels in your business, especially if you're in network marketing. Let me know if you are using funnels, or maybe perhaps this is exactly the video, the training that you need to learn. So before I drop and start drawing out the funnel, what I want you guys to do, and I invite you to take a look at this because we're really talking about profitability of your business, your sales, your revenue. How do you make money? How do we increase that money? Now, a lot of my subscribers and my community, they're all working towards that 10K month, working on having a consistent 10K. So if you are not quite there yet, I want to actually personally invite you inside of our 10K club. It's a free Facebook group that gives you all different types of training resources, all the things, and we actually get you the milestones towards the 10K. So you're going to celebrate 1K. So even if you're not even there yet, you can go and get the tools, resources to get you to 1K, 5K, and of course the 10K, really getting the foundation of your business and using systems and methods and strategies. Again, that's all for free inside of our 10K group. If you want to join that group, just go to the link below this video and you can ask to join. Okay, so when we are thinking about the funnel, the first step is to making sure that you have the outcome in mind. What is the desire? What are you trying to sell? What is the product that you're actually trying to sell? So let's just put product. So whether you have a service, whether you have a digital product, a course, or even if you're in network marketing, your goal here is to actually, have somebody sign up and do that business opportunity with you. This is the product. This is the desired outcome. You always need to start with this in mind. So now I'm going to build our funnel. At the widest and at the very top, which is obviously going to be where you're going to spend a lot of time, is in the traffic portion of your business. So right here is really getting seen, getting found, having people come across your content, and literally just getting that exposure so people know that you even have a business or you offer services that maybe they're actually looking for. So this is where visibility and reach really comes into play. And in fact, is obviously because it's the widest part of the funnel where you should be spending a lot of your time. So how do you increase your traffic? Well, obviously getting on social media so that your business is known to people. Word of mouth is another way to build the traffic or get that reach and visibility. But the best way, in my opinion, is having some kind of social media, some kind of visibility social media, such as podcasts or YouTube, hence why I'm on YouTube. Because the beautiful thing with, say, podcasts or YouTube is that people are literally searching for the content that you're sharing and you're teaching and training on. So for example, here on YouTube, people might search in how to build a sales funnel, up pops my video, and that really starts the funnel process here. Now, definitely you can still use obviously Instagram and social media because you still need that reach. You still need that factor in building the traffic. And in fact, social media is your largest traffic source. I've said this before this channel plenty of times. That's why you still need social media. You need to be known. People need to know about your business if you want to build a funnel. So I want to break down the difference between visibility and reach, because you've heard me talk about these two, expand your reach, increase your visibility. But what is the actual difference between the two? Reach is really about you have your content, you put it out to the world, and people are seeing it. You're reaching people with that content. Where visibility is, you say you are actively, or the content is actively going out there and getting into different networks. So it's people seeing your content. There is a difference. Now, visibility is actually probably easier to increase because you can actively go out there and really get that visibility. And one of the ways that you can do it is obviously having a YouTube channel, have a podcast. But even if you don't have those two or don't want to put the energy into it, is training different communities, different networks, and speaking, or even being a guest on a podcast. Again, you're reaching and dipping into different networks so that you're being found. Obviously, a really key factor when it comes to your content and social media is having that shareable content so that as somebody shares it, say to their stories or whatever it is, those networks are now finding that content, and it's all building traffic to your business. The next part of your funnel is lead generation. So what lead generation means is that of the traffic that is coming to your business, finding your content, starting to build this relationship with you, lead generation is where you're actually getting leads. So maybe you're getting a group of people, but really only 5 of those, say 10 people, just to throw out some examples, are actual your ideal clients. So now how can we get those people to actually now opt in to your business? So lead generation is really about opting in. So one way that you can opt in or really start to build your following, your leads, and take it off the platform, these are people, again, you're working down your funnel, so they're even more interested in your business. So offering, again, some kind of opt-in, say like a download, an ebook, a checklist, an event or webinar, or something that is going to, it's higher value and a little bit more touch from you as a business owner, that's really going to, again, make them be known about your business, your product, and start that process of getting them being like, okay, this is actually something that I need, that I want. It's going to help me solve a problem. So in order to have a good lead gen or opt-in, you have to understand, I've talked about this in my past video, you need to know what their desired outcome is and what their pain points are. So there's different types of lead generations that you can use. Now, again, if you're thinking about social media, is how can I get them off of the platform and say into your email list? That's probably the most used form, but there are other forms, again, depending on your business. Now, the next part of your funnel is going to be the nurture process. The nurture process, or nurturing, is the most important, and it's probably going to be where you're going to spend a lot of your time doing. So we've talked about getting traffic. That's where you're actively going out and building that traffic, but nurturing is where you're going to be spending the most amount of time with your leads. In fact, you're going to nurture until they actually convert. So that process can be however long it takes for that lead to actually convert into a sale. So nurturing is done really simply just to actually build that relationship. You want to nurture that lead, that person, that the new connection you have, that relationship, so that they build the like, know, and trust. And I've talked about this in videos that you can't actually pitch somebody or sell anything to anybody until they have built trust. So nurturing, you need to make sure you're spending the most amount of time in this nurture process. Now, where can you nurture your leads? Well, again, inside of your emails and having set up a whole email sequence, and I'm going to have a video on that. You can just go and click up there if you want to watch that video and what is involved inside of a nurture sequence. But the other way that you can, if you don't have email marketing, is simply just to making sure that you're having conversation and checking in with them. Literally go out and build the relationship. Now, I'm all about automation, so I prefer email marketing to do all that, so I can put that all basically on autopilot. Now, the last part of this funnel and setting up your funnel comes the sell. So this is obviously the last part, which will get them right converted over into your product. So this is where now you've nurtured the relationship. Now it comes time to selling to them. And if you followed this step of building this out, you can really get and convert right over into a sale. Again, you know their lead, you've provided them something that will give them a quick result, a quick win. You've proved to them that your material is worthy of their purchase. You've nurtured that relationship. You built that like, know, and most importantly, the trust that, hey, you're actually going to give them whatever results that you say you're going to get them. So when it comes to selling them, it becomes almost like a no-brainer for them, which is, again, something that we want to do, where you can do a product. Now, there's a different things that we can do to increase the value of that sale, of that purchase, so that it actually is, instead of, for just like another example, it's say $100 that whatever your product costs, we can actually increase that to $150 to $500. Or, and beyond, just so we really upsell them. Now, there's different ways and different techniques, which will be coming in a different video. However, these are the basics of any funnel or any sales funnel, is making sure that you're getting that traffic, having some kind of lead generation, some opt-in, getting and making sure you're nurturing the relationship. And like I said, this is where majority of the time, the length of time is going to be spent. so that you can sell your product, your digital product, course, service, whatever it is that you have to offer. How I want to spend the time in my business, now that I've created this funnel, I can, again, push the on button, let it work for itself so that the majority of my time can be spent getting more traffic, making more YouTube videos, really listening to what my leads, what my network community are really wanting from me so I can increase that traffic, getting on podcasts, trainings, that kind of thing. Again, so I'm always building and adding and pouring into my funnel so that this process will take care of itself. Now, as I promised, I want to talk to you a little bit more about how we can automate this particular funnel. So again, you just push that on button and it works for itself. Now, building traffic, one way and the best way in my opinion is having, like I said, the YouTube or the podcast. And if I'm going to pick one over the other, I'm sure you can guess it. It's going to be a YouTube video, just because of the pure fact that YouTube alone is a search engine owned by the largest search engine, which is Google. And therefore the traffic that will come to your content, your page, your channel, and ultimately into your funnel is going to be, it's very organic. It's going to be, there's no way that you're going to be able to manually reach all of those people. So that's why I really, really like traffic. However, podcast gives you that collaboration, that networking that YouTube may not. Then lead generation. So how can you automate your lead generation? Well, making some kind of download for somebody so that they can access this and do it all on their own. So as you know, I have many checklists. I have different follow-through flowchart that people can download, my video checklist. Those are all downloads that ultimately the purpose of that is obviously not only to have my own lead generation and, getting people to opt into my business, but it's to give them some kind of quick win for free. So something that they can implement right here, right now, that will get them some small results right away so that they start to build that trust with me in that I do actually have value with my content and with my products. Then nurturing. Now, the best way that you can automate this process is obviously through email marketing so that you can really set up your sequences to kind of go out on its own process. You can spend the time building it, writing it, and let it be sent out as people are, leads are generated into your business. And then this sales or selling portion and how you can automate that is obviously having a website and setting up those sales pages so that different thank you pages or different pop-ups come. Or a way that you can deliver that product, obviously through automation. So that's how I use or build the basis of my sales funnel and how you can implement it. Now, if I was to give you a real life example, and I'm going to use network marketing as an example because I feel that a lot of network marketers don't really understand how they can use something like a funnel in their business, but I just want to give you guys an example of something that has worked very well in my network marketing business, but it's also something that I use with my marketing agency and even my coaching business as well. So obviously getting the traffic, making sure that people are getting known about you, training communities, groups of people, being on YouTube is going to be the biggest one for network marketing, in my opinion, again, or a podcast, whatever you decide. But what is a traffic source, a way of people finding you? You can be on social media as well. I just like the ability to be found versus the inability to be found on, say, Instagram. Lead generation. Well, what's your niche in network marketing? Do you have one? My niche in network marketing was makeup. So what I did is I actually had a couple things. I had a makeup list for a flawless face. In fact, I believe somewhere on some of my later videos, you could still actually go ahead and download that checklist. I've had different, what type of skin do you have, so that they get a personalized skin routine for them and some ideas and concepts based on their skin profile. Those are some of the lead generation tools, but the best lead generation tool I've used on the business side of things is having an automated, essentially a webinar, a training, basically where I talked about the opportunity to my network as they kind of came across and decided were kind of in this limbo of like, is this something I could do? I had an automated webinar they could access on their own doing for free at any point in time, where obviously it started to enter into my email marketing, where I could nurture that relationship, give them more testimonials, share more stories, so they build that trust and they decide to come and sign up or enroll right into the business, which is ultimately the sell and the product that I was selling, if you think of it that way. Now that's a network marketing example. If you had, say, a course, very simple, very easy. The best, actually, if you have digital products like a course, it's probably the easiest to implement, because there's not pretty much next to nothing manually that you have to do once you have this built and up and running. So those are just some examples of different types of sales funnels you can have. There are going to be some more videos on my channel where I'm going to break out different funnels, such as like your content marketing funnels, how you can even have a funnel built up into your Instagram profile. But I just, again, want to invite you over to that 10K club, because things like this, resources for you, are going to be inside of that 10K club, so that you can start working your way to increasing that revenue, that profitability in your own business, working you up to that, having that 10,000 on and obviously beyond months in your business. Now, if this video was helpful, I would love it if you give it a thumbs up. It obviously helps me in the algorithm if you do that. Definitely consider subscribing to this channel if you are a solopreneur, a coach, or even a consultant, and you want to learn more systems, processes to implement into your own business to leverage your time and actually make it a very profitable business. Then again, like I said, consider subscribing. I post a new video every Sunday. Hit that notification bell so you are notified when the video comes up. But with that said, guys, I have some really awesome videos that you can go ahead and watch while you wait for the next one to come up. I'll see you guys next week.